15 months.
That you just blew your mind.
Do appreciate it.
TLT just subscribed.
Oh, thank you, buddy, for the 15 months in a row. By the way, guys, what a legend. Anyway, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Lightshade in the red.
Am I? Or
Give
am
it
I
up
so
for
sane that you just blew your mind?
Spatz.
Pony_Danza_ just subscribe.
Pony Danza.
Thanks for streaming, dude.
No problem. Thank you for the 2 months in a row, Pony Danza as well. And Pashka, you legend. Oh, it said 15 months in a row. For 15 months. No, it didn't. Well, it said you did for 15 months in a row. Anyway, and his opponent at the bottom right, representing K10 Gaming in the green. Give it up for ForJumy Maximus, Mr. ForJumy. And we are in a German PvP, folks. Yo, Young Yakov, 3-0 Trigger. Really poor. I didn't even look at the results from before this. Trigger got eliminated to Young Yakov. Dude, yeah, there's a lot of players that are cracked, but Trigger's getting insanely good. And guys, Trigger right now is at Roddy's house, actually getting to play on European servers in Europe. So I have a feeling I have a feeling Trigger's going to be improving even more too. But Young Yakov 3-0ing him is quite impressive. The Trigger is far from washed. I mean, he's still young. He's still improving. I think mechanically and everything else, he's gotten a lot better. Everybody has their times and their days. I don't think he's washed by any stretch. But I think his time in Europe's probably going to help him. Yeah, I don't know if you're absolutely correct there. He does grind Big Mac. You got to remember who's on his team. He's at Roddy's house right now, too. He's in Europe. Who knows? Maybe he's going to get some help from his boys on his team. You know? Number 4 Protoss player, Rainer. Anyway, you guys are distracting me here because I'm reading chat too much and not looking at the game. It's a PvP. We got a proxy Stargate versus 2Gate. I'm just saying, it's not without the realm of possibility. Yeah, dude. Yeah, just being honest. I see the point, but I have a differing opinion. So, Mr. Mac of Big. Mr. French fries with a Coca-Cola. You're Big Mac. It's my kind of order. All right, Stalkers are going to find the Stargate at ForJumy. Wait. Yep. Yeah, they do. I was like, that was kind of awkward. Spatz is in position for this, but wait, he dropped the block. Wait, that was awkward as shit. Wait, he blocked ForJumy's probe in. Got the kill. But is now going to be out of position for the Adepts, which are caught anyway. The pylon kill was distracting, but ForJumy still was able to get out an Oracle, and Spatz is in position. But it doesn't matter. He's got a shield battery. ForJumy could catch him off guard with a stasis ward. Nonetheless. Also, yeah, I'm memeing on the exact number or whatever. I'm just saying Rainer's pretty... His Protoss was pretty interesting when he was... And he still gets in there, but... Astrea's Terran's getting pretty decent too, actually. Another random player. Alright, anyway. It's enough about those guys. We got 2 German Protoss players. With some wild shit going on here. Oracle finding more value than you'd... not really. I don't know. This is scrappy. Dave getting distracted. ForJumy's actually taking the L on the losses so far. But still, Spatz took a beating on his Stalkers. I still think this was overall worth it. He's going to have to kill the wall. Spatz does have a probe over here for a proxy of his own. Stargate's just out on the map. And the Oracle still lives for ForJumy. He does have a natural... Or, sorry, Spatz has his natural. ForJumy's is about to finish, I should say. But Spatz is leading on workers. ForJumy is going to have his Twilight a little faster than Spatz. Which is kind of ironic considering Spatz was the one... that didn't dump his gas into any tech, really. He was on Warp Gate and Stalkers. Alright. Spatz with the hallucination going in, trying to get a scout on ForJumy. Spatz ironically getting into blink first. Is ForJumy gonna go DTs? He just doesn't have the gas. He doesn't have the minerals because he lost so many workers. ForJumy wants to defend. He's sensing some aggression, which he's not wrong on. But he's just now getting blink. So Spatz will have a pretty decent lead on, well, depending on the fighting goes, on his blink. Oop, numbers game is leading for Spatz a little on the fight, but most of these stalkers are pretty injured. Ooh, decent micro from Spatz. For the moment, the probe's getting some good value on the stalker in the front, but these stalkers, again, are pretty bruised and beaten. The sentry's buying a little bit of time. They've used their force fields. Spatz picking off some more workers, but he wants to get the stalkers at this point, and then whatever he gets from there is collateral damage. You always want to trade more efficiently in your stalkers in the blink wars and the stalker wars before blink. Spatz trying to reposition, but all of these units but one have taken hull damage. He is getting a proxy gate over here, though. It's kind of a far proxy gate. It doesn't really matter, though. He's still way closer than going all the way across the map from his natural. 9 workers fell for Spatz. That was the Oracle, I believe, which I do think... Yeah, the Oracle did go down, but he got 10 workers in total. So Spatz is down a little bit on workers from where he was, but still leading a little. That being said... Yeah, I know. Thanks. Thanks, Kenny, Poriforion. Oh my god, you killed Kenny. Holy shit. The Blink Wars are continuing on. For one of them, ForJumy is desperate. He's going for a Dark Shrine, but guess what? Spatz does have a robotics facility finishing up here. Defensive DTs can be alright, but still, it won't really matter. The Blink Stalker should be able to evade. Oh, beautiful death play from Spatz. He should have just enough time for a blink up in the high ground if he wants to, but he's not going to. Doesn't know there's a Dark Shrine. He's going to finish off the Nexus. ForJumy getting the proxy pylon, though, building another. ForJumy's actually managed to do that. He somehow snuck a probe across the map. I kind of like this for Jumicus, except for the fact that he lost his natural, and there is a... that's so unlucky for him. Stargate even going down. Spatz is hard flexing. That was almost a... very unlucky for ForJumy. If he can get some more decent worker kills before the army gets back, that's it. The observer is there. There's no detection for him. Oh, DT immediately scouted and is going to go down. GG is called. Spatz taking game number 1. What were the maps for Wayne and Night Phoenix? Give me just a moment. I'm sorry. Oh, Kenny Tennyson, you're also... Welcome, by the way. You're also a Liquipedia guy, I take it. Nice to meet you. Your name do seem familiar. Wayne versus Night Phoenix. Let me load that in. I sometimes am ahead of the game, and let me just load them all in there. I'll clean this up later. And actually get it more properly. So we're going to be going into game 2 after. Just give me a second, guys. Wayne versus Night Phoenix were... You ready for it? It is Lightshade. Ancient Cistern. And Neo. There you go, sir. All right, we'll be going into the next one. Guys, give me just a minute, actually. I know, yeah, we had the ebb and flow of viewers, but bear with me. Dave's going to be right back, and we'll get into our next games. All right, bear with me. Wait. Oh, a 3-1 though? Sorry. You guys, I don't blame you. Game 4 was on Dragon Scales. How many did Night Phoenix win? 1. Which games? Oh, shit. Maybe I won't ladder after just so you guys could get the results. You know? Oh, Nina's got her shit going on tonight too, doesn't she? By the way, the show match. Nah. Maybe that starts next week. I don't know. Anyway. Bear with me, guys. We will be going on to... I'll touch base with you guys after. It's whatever. I had like no sleep. For those of you that came in at first, no. I was literally falling asleep at the wheel of stream. So, bear with me. I'm debating some ladder after, even though I was tired. I had too much coffee for you guys, so you guys are gonna have to fucking deal with it. All right, we have a series to cast. We're going on game 2. It's been a little interrupted. It's PvP. How long can it really go with Spatz and ForJumy, huh? I say that we're gonna end up in a 45-minute PvP on altitude, which I don't think is one of the maps. It is one of the maps. All right, let's get into it, guys. It's a best of 5. Winner will move on. The L_ shall be eliminated. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern in the red. Give it up for Spatz. And his fellow German opponent in the upper right. Representing K10, formerly of Berserker Esports. Give it up for ForJumy in the green. Aw, he's not 2-gate cannon rushing, guys. I was hoping to see a Forge. ForJumy's known to put on some shows, but I think he means business this series. I wanted to see a pylon across the map with 2 gateways and a Forge. No Jordy LaForge build for us, guys. And ForJumy's behaving himself. Maybe his girlfriend's keeping him in line. I'm gonna have to message him. I miss ForJumicus. He is one of my boys. Or Jumicus Maximus. Jumy's more... Yeah, he seems kind of whiny. Jumy's mostly... But he's usually so memey. He's actually just a fun-loving kid. He gets a little down sometimes, and yeah, I know what you're saying. But truthfully, he can be. I know what you're saying, but he's my boy. He can be so goddamn funny, though. He's truthfully just a... He's a bit of a showman. But I definitely can see your point. Oh, Spatsy boy's a grinder, though, too. You know, they both have their fun stuff. Spatz has been improving a bit, too, though, truthfully. I don't know. They've all been doing the grind. But, that was a sick game number 1. I'm curious to see what we got in game number 2. Spatz going for probably another proxy Stargate. I don't know. Jumy's looking around. I thought he might be proxying, but don't think that's the case. That is kind of a scuffed wall, I'm not going to lie. I see the purpose of it. You can just drop a battery between. Or a pylon. But it doesn't matter. It's actually a proxy. Is it going to be proxy blink or is it going to be proxy DTs? Well. Spatz may have tipped his hat here. Because guess what? ForJumy's going to see the probe. They're both looking everywhere for proxies. It's PvP after all. And neither one really rushing a third base. Or third base. A second base. Of course they're not rushing a third base, guys. Because they're two-based. Well, Spatz is not committing to it. Now he is. But the two stalkers are going to find it with the probe. ForJumy's done it. By Jove, I found your proxy. Says ForJumicus. As he kills Spatsy Boy's probe. Yeah, this is a little unlucky for Spatz. Well, Spatz could do another Hail Mary play. He's also going to lose a pylon in the process. Supply blocking him. Could cancel that and drop a Dark Shrine. But ForJumy's likely to... it sounds crazy, but why not? Spatz is instead going to try to contest this in somewhat of a sloppy engagement. Whoop, 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 whoop. There you go, the Three Stooges fighting it off. There's Larry, Curly, Moe versus Shemp. And Curly, Joe, and Groucho Marx out of nowhere. Alright, one Stalker falling, another falling behind it. Whoa, shit. That was a close one, but Spatsy Boy wins the fight. Spatz reclaims his proxy. He's going into Blink. ForJumy going for a what? Okay, he's got a Nexus down. That's why. This makes a little more sense. Spatz had some sloppier engagements. ForJumy with a couple of Adepts warped in with the proxy pilot. Oh my god, Spatz scouts it. This is wild. Drops the pylon like a Chad. Isn't able to take a natural. But nonetheless, he's going to clean up these Adepts, which is actually a good catch. Still, ForJumy leading in workers. Spatz is all in pretty much, to say the least. I mean, it's PvP. Are you really all in? Alright. Well, that said, Spatz is going to have his blink very soon. Doesn't have a sentry with this, so he can't really blink up. He's going to have to take the fight forward. And, well, double pylon proxy to ensure its completion. Yeah, this should be something. Spatz narrowly leading the army supply. He's going to need to, like, re-proxy, but he's built all these pylons. It's only 2 gateways. I don't see this going too well for Spatz. ForJumy doesn't have blink, but it's on its way. Hallucinated Immortal is a debate target. Let's see if Spatz can tell. Probably not. I think ForJumy may just have this one. Spatz is very, very committed. He's proxy piloning. Again, 2 gates. Oh, it's 3 gates. Okay, he has 3 gates. I guess it's better than not 3 gates, but 4 gates in a Nexus beats 3 gates and a no Nexus with a slow warping with pylon. Alright, Big Daddy Immortal is going to be disappearing here soon. He's going to target fire, not the hallucinated Immortal. He's going to see it disappear. He's going to go, oh, I was debated. But ForJumy does have battery overcharge available on top of batteries in the high ground, batteries in the low ground. Beautiful force fields. I think this one is Spatz's game to lose here, but we'll see. He's going to try to eke on a fight. I don't see how he comes back from this now, folks. He do be looking like he a little dead. As ForJumy takes the lead. And he's going to advance on to game 3 with a point. This was Ancient Cistern. And that is 1 on the board for ForJumy. Spatz had game 1. And on Ancient Cistern in game 2, it was ForJumy. Game 1 was on Lightshade. Alright, now I know how I'm going to do these from now on. I did fuck up a bunch on... Well, not intentionally. Life happens, but... I had to delay yesterday to stream this today. And, yeah. Oh. All right, guys. Going on to game number 3. On Grespan. Who is going to take it in this PvP? All right, score is 1-1. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner in the red. Give it up for our Berserker Esports Protoss player. It is Spatz. And his opponent in the bottom right, representing K10. Oddly behaving himself a little bit this series. It is ForJumy. Because the loser of this series will be eliminated from the OSC mid-season Playoffs of Season 1 of 2023. This is day 8. Alrighty. Spatz with a little more delayed gate. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a 2-gate from both. A 2-gate what? Unless they throw us a curveball. Spatz not really rushing another gas. What is the play? Spatz actually going to surprise us. In like 1-gate Stargate, 1-gate expand. What's he doing? He's not getting another gas is what he's doing. ForJumy's just playing a standard macro play. Spatz going right for gas saturation nexus before core. What is this? You madman. Spatz doesn't even have enough for a cyber core right away. Jumy's going to have one significantly faster, but it kind of checks out. So Spatz got a super early nexus. That is just like playing with fire in PvP these days. Unless you're max packs. I mean, some people could do it. You can technically win. It is just a tough hold these days, I feel like. Since the battery overcharge reduction, I think 1-gate is proven to be a tougher style to play, even though it's available. That, among other things, you know, Void Ray's not coming out faster. Ironically, that was made cheese. Made strong defense for 1-gate expands in PvP. But at the same time, I kind of like it because it brought us back to some kinds of shenanigans at, you know, higher, semi-pro to higher, all sorts of stuff games. But, you know, for us scrubs, we do miss it for other reasons, you know. So, unless you're Terran. Actually, in Protoss and Zerg for the shit show that was Queen Walk versus Void Ray. Anyway, ForJumy going for proxy pylon right in triangle third. Is he going to do similar? It looks like he's posturing to proxy something. Is it going to be a robo? He's got 2 gateways down. He's got a twilight. Is he going to proxy a gate? It's going to be 4-gate blink on 1 base. A third, I don't know, but we got a Void Ray coming out for Spatz. For some reason, it wasn't activating to bring us to the Stargate. Spatz is going to send it 1 adept. There are 2 right here. The Spatz have the money. Oh, he does. He's going to be able to block this with the shield battery for now. ForJumy dropping the gateway. Spatzy boy has this nice little pylon right here. The adept's going to go back in for round 2. ForJumy's adept going to scout this. And he's in position for this adept as well with 2 stalkers and a probe. Well, he's going to back the hell off. And, well, another shield battery's forced. Spatz is actually getting some units out. Getting another Void Ray. No shield battery in the main. No vision on what's going on over here. This is crazy out of ForJumy. I love it. A little spicy. He's trying to debate this to complete. Spatz is going to cancel it. Going to try to get a probe out. The adepts, no, shade is available. Will Spatz be able to react in time? Yes, he will. Yet again, it's defended. It looks like Spatz did clean up the adept behind this. And there's another couple of adepts. Oh no, there's all the stalkers from ForJumy though. Spatz unable to really get much value out of this. It's been 2 workers mining because of the adept pressure. And still they're coming back again. Another Void Ray coming. So realistically, economically, this has not been super worth it for Spatz. He's just now eking out some workers. Stalkers falling. There are only 2 Void Rays. A third's on the way. But Spatz is just now getting a robo and another gate. He's just been building Void Rays. No extra shield batteries is going to be a problem. And that's out of range, I believe. Oh, no. Spatz misfired. Oh, God. Unlucky. He misfired, and he's not canceling his prismatic. Spatz, you should have canceled. Oh, no. He didn't cancel his prismatic. Well, I mean, because he's holding on to the last second of Hopium. Prismatic's available on 1 of the stalkers. That's it. Shield battery there. Yeah, Spatz, I feel like, is, again, in an awkward position. It could have worked out. ForJumy put the right pressure on. I think he's going to be able to seal the deal here pretty shortly. GG is called. He's going to take game number 2. Welcome, JLTT. Or game number 3. I'm sorry. That was not game number 2. It is a best of 5. And we'll see what kind of game number 4 we have in a moment. So, a second point for ForJumy. Again, that was on Grassfand. All right. Welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing? You know, good showing tonight too for a guy that was literally, I was literally falling asleep with no exaggerations. I was like worried. I'm like, geez, am I like, I've been that dead. I got like no sleep last night for days in a row of no sleep. I wasn't even gonna wear the hat, but people like it. It's like, yeah, look, we're actually growing hair now. It's all like hat head. You know, you can't tell. So, but yeah, thank you guys. I've been liking the turnout tonight. Would be liking if we had some more follows, you know, because we're almost at 4,200 followers. And for an old man like Dave, we'll take it. But that's good memes right there.
Giddy up.
Thanks for the follow, Peon Poo. Classy. You fit right in here, you DJ. I love it. I absolutely love it. I wonder if there's more people that have unfollowed me after following than actually follow, because I'm such a fucking DJ. Doesn't even make sense, I know. But I digress. Man. Is it bad that I wish I had some beverages tonight? Is it? All right, gamers. We're going to go on to game number 4. So I don't hold you up forever. This one is on Neo-Humanity. Again, ForJumy's up 2 over Spatz. We had a banger before this. We had Demaga versus Bion on TVZ, and we had PVZs before that. All sorts of crazy stuff. We had some underdogs against heavy hitters. And now I'm feeling like this one's a little more even, but is it going to be all over in an instant here? Fighting for his life in the OSC midseason playoffs 2023 season 1 day 8. Is he going to be eliminated, or is he going to give us a game 5? Give it up for Berserker Esports, Spatz. And his opponent in the upper left, representing K10 Gaming. He's green. Give it up for ForJumicus Maximus, ForJumy. On a very memey map. All right, folks, let's see what we got here. And looks like it is probably going to be a double gate, though. I think Spatz could have been in a different position, but ForJumy went for an interesting build. It felt like a straight build order counter. Some mistakes were certainly made, I think, but some of it was a little unlucky. ForJumy definitely had a little bit of a, you know, mirror matchup build order counter kind of situation. He's patrol path and run spots to see if he takes a pylon or if he's proxying. Spatz looks like he is going to go proxy. And by the way, guys, again, this is the Online Sports Championships. I would refer you to the website. They're in the process of swapping web servers, and so we are having some technical difficulties. But exclamation mark OSC if you want to help support these tournaments. Again, my tournaments, Chicken Bands, the Cranky Duckling, several others, teams. I couldn't even tell you how many, but there's a bunch. They've been around since 2013, putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars into StarCraft at least. Over time, with literally Pig was the first winner. Last year's being Max Packs, but we've had folks of all in-game races as the yearly champions. And anybody can be a member of this. It's like starting at $5 a month, but there's even participation prizes for playing in OSC tournaments and stuff like that. It's fun times. So maybe Dave will be a contender in this for memes, from sponsoring, just to for your entertainment as I get spanked by virtually everybody, or I get an upset, which has happened. All right, next is going down, and yeah, this one's looking a little standard. Feel like we were hoping to get some cheese done. Oh, ForJumy's got a full open window. Two adepts versus 2 sentries. Ah, Spatz, what are you doing? He had some nice force fields. It was almost perfect. And luckily, that's about as good as he could do. But trying to fight, he was trying to sandwich in the adepts more, buying time, but the recall just couldn't hit it in time enough. And 5 probes falling is kind of rough for him. He is on his back foot. It's 28 to 20 workers. Spatz going for a proxy in a really weird spot, and it is just a gateway. But he does have his he has his nexus a little faster, I guess, but that's such a worker deficit. It's kind of rough. Oh, wait, what was that? ForJumy lost 2 adepts, a probe, and 2 stalkers, but is ahead insanely in economy. Even though he has his nexus later, it doesn't matter. Spatz lost 5 workers. He hasn't been pumping out probes. I feel like he cut stuff for what he got. Shield battery is going to complete. Nexus finishing up soon, so Spatz has to be a little careful here. The 3 sentries actually almost given a free dub on a stalker, but battery overcharge will be available soon. A little bit of lackluster target fire. Why does Spatz build so many sentries here? The tickle beams are getting a little crazy, but battery overcharge is certainly going to nullify that problem, and it's only 4 sentries versus 3 stalkers. 1 are injured, and these are expensive as shit units. What is Spatz doing? What is he doing? Spatz! Hello? Hello, sir? Why are we building sentries? I mean, like, usually you're using them to... What is this? Alright, Spatz with the madman plays. All right, we're not going to use adepts before. We're going to go full, we're going to go in brass dong here and just we're just going to spam sentries. Like, who even does that? All right, Spatz trying to get some work in with these 2 adepts, going to get some workers. But at the end of the day, ForJumy warped in 2 of his own, so he's only going to get 3. Spatz has caught up on workers, but he's behind in tech. ForJumy even getting a robo behind this. His blink is finishing up. It looks like Spatz is in a very, very tough predicament. He's down in army. He's down in tech. He was building sentries. He lost 3 sentries. That's 300 gas right there. Yeah, it's a scrappy one, folks. But it looks like we're in for a game as both players have Nexus. ForJumy, speaking of Nexus, now trying to get ahead even more. Spatz is like, well, dude, we're going DTs. This is a 3rd, so he might get a cancel. He might get some worker kills, but ForJumy does have an observer coming out and likely maybe another. We'll see what happens. Spatz going in for some adept pressure. 3rd base is not done yet, and ForJumy's keeping the pressure on back home. Still putting adept pressure on of his own with the blink stalkers. He has blink. He's going into charge. He's going into a forge. ForJumy has everything. Just some solid macro. Spatz forced the wall off with a gate because he fucked up his wall a little bit. All right. Oh my god, the 2 adepts over here do find 3 workers. Not worth it in trades, but it is forcing ForJumy apart. Spatz about to have the Dark Shrine. It's another... Okay, no. He's going for a robo as well. Warp Prism behind this. Stalkers look anticipating a proxy. I love this. Big Daddy Immortal means Observer's not going to be right there. Where is the Observer? Observer's on the other side of the map. Okay. So now that ForJumy's saturating, Spatz is just now getting his 3rd base quite later. But it is possible Spatz gets some work done. If he splits his stuff, he could be okay. There's a cannon just now dropping. Only 1 Observer on the field so far. And again, ForJumy going for some of the other things. DT splitting off. I love this. If he goes in for this before the photon cannon's in, he can get some work done. Observer is not out yet. Oh, Spatz getting work in 2 bases. The behind Dark Shrine are not... Oh my gosh, but the Observer's going to have... This one's certainly going to fall. Spatz may want to not be so greedy. He is going to keep it alive at the least, it could become an Archon after, if nothing else. We'll see what happens. ForJumy is going to be ahead, though. He's got upgrades. He's going into +1. Charge finishing up here with another Immortal in production. Spatz is going to want to consider getting something, but he's got some gas. He could go for Charge himself, except for he's researching Blink still. So, yeah, he's really can only build Blink Stalkers and, well, not even Blink Stalkers, Stalkers, and Stalkers, Sentries, Adepts, and Archons is all he can get. The Gateway obviously was implied, I guess you could say, as oh my god, this DT sneaking right by as the DTs came after the Adepts. Hallucinated Phoenix here. There's a photon cannons for days, though. One in the net, one in the third. The third one's finishing up. Can the DT get some workers before it dies? The answer is it's gonna get a couple, but not enough. Only 4 workers fallen. 4 workers is 4 workers, but DTs do cost 125, 125. So the jury's still out on the Dave side of whether or not it was worth it. There is an Immortal. What am I saying? He could have been pumping out Immortals, too. I mean, I guess I would take Immortals over nothing. He could have dropped the Robo Bay. That would be another wise choice. Disruptor's good unit. ForJumy still keeping up a depth pressure. Spatz trying to take a 4th. Just ahead of ForJumy, even though he was behind. He has Blink, but ForJumy is about to have +1. And he has the ability to make charge lots. Oh, it's too bad it was in a second sooner. Spatz actually could have done it. Oh, it's from 4 + 1 finishes. So Spatz actually be able to get a good fight here. Is going to deny a 4th again for ForJumy, and he's going to macro out of it. Spatz going into charge. Finished his Forge, but he's got to be careful. This is his tournament life on the line. ForJumy going in for a Warp Prism. And, well, his Dark Shrine just finished. He's even getting disruptors. ForJumy's still ahead this game. Oh, this is kind of spicy. What the hell? Where'd Spatz lose? Oh, it was the depths. All right, so depth pressure was out. DT's warping in. This is a photon cannon, but oh my goodness. No, it's just Zealots. Charge lots are warping in there. I'm not sure if Spatz knows what's up. He does have an observer out. That's kind of nice. Zealots are picked up, and it looks like ForJumy's going to go push across the map with this little Warp Prism pressure. I like the... Oh, I love the Stalkers here, though. That's pretty good for Spatz. He's going to get in position over here. Shield battery on the way. Can it finish in time? The 3 Zealots are going to be a bit of a problem. Spatz behind in upgrades again, but charge is completing here very shortly. He needs to buy time. Still. Oh, Disruptor! Spatz needs to target the Disruptor. Is going to get it for free. Oh, he's forcing a recall on the Immortals. One is targeted and goes down. Very good catch from Spatz. Meanwhile, Dark Templar... No, Zealots. ForJumy forgetting that he has DT abilities. I think he's going to save them elsewhere. Spatz with the element of surprise, I guess. I'm really shocked that Spatz fight went that well for him. However, he's fighting on 2 fronts. The Disruptor likely to fall behind. This is kind of nice. Big Daddy Immortal falls. Spatz needs to keep this Warp Prism alive if he wants to get something done. I believe he finally took care of ForJumy's. Let's take a look in the trades. Yeah, he did not get the Warp Prism. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, he did get ForJumy's Warp Prism. It's just Spatz now taking some good fights. ForJumy has the Observer. Oh, my God, this is hilarious. The Observers are, like, right near each other. ForJumy going to send a DT in, but funnily enough, this Observer right here can be more... can get out of Warp Mode. Spatz does get it quick. Oh, is he going to catch the Observer? That's huge. That's actually huge because Spatz can build DTs of his own, but he doesn't want to lose his Warp Prism. Spatz, you're not paying attention. Oh, that's a huge catch for ForJumy. There's no shot. He doesn't get it. He blinks forward. That Warp Prism does fall. All right, ForJumy going to split the map up even further. This is a crazy PvP, to be honest. Have a good night, Sibajan. Damn, Sibajan, this is the first time you said anything other than good night. He's like, I want to say good night, Duff. Alrighty. This one is wild. And, this could go either way, folks. Spatz is down on upgrades. Before Jumy's had to forgo his for, but he has double robotics facility production, but Spatz has had this base for longer. And actually ahead slightly on workers. His production's caught up a bit. It's 8 gates. I wouldn't have hated if Spatz in his lead got a double forge as a response and just went gateway man on it. He could get into... He's going in Shadow Stride. He could go into Disruptors of his own. It's getting that time. But Zealots are not going to find another base. This is wild stuff. ForJumy with some decent map vision, as well as Spatz. Spatz going for a Warp Prism on one side. ForJumy zoning the army back. Spatz overreacted, but he's sending a Warp Prism. Potentially in the main base, maybe just over here, but the army's all camping on the 4th for ForJumy Maximus. Excuse me, I'm so tired. Ooh, that was a beautiful pick off with that Warp Prism. Yeah, ForJumy's got him pincered. He doesn't want to lose another Prism. If he can help it. But Spatz going Robo Bay, Stargate, double Stargate, second Robo, and he's going into air weapons. I think he's going to go try to get some Phoenixes with this. All right, that I do like. Spatz actually going to jump on a 5th base as ForJumy does on kind of technically, sort of, depending on how you look at it, Spatz's side of the map. And then, split map, weird PvP. Headache? Oh, I hope you feel better, Sibajan. Alrighty. And, oh, Spatz coming in. Shadow Stride's done. ForJumy's researching it as well. He's going to blink after he kills this cannon. I'm guessing he's going to split some up and blink in advance. Battery overcharge is not going to save the one on the high ground. Not going to save the other. He's getting all sorts of carnage done. But meanwhile, this is a big-ass army. Disruptors behind it for Spatz. All the minerals aren't mined out, so Zealots can't reinforce from the front. But guess what? This base looks in trouble for Spatzy boy. Still, Spatz, are you paying attention? He needs a blink. He didn't blink. Spatz is not microing. Oh, he had a big shot here. Still, he's going to try to hop in with the Zealots. He has a big bank. Losing the base isn't the end of the world. DT's doing... Oh, my God. Speaking of losing a base, there is 2 observers potentially here in a second. These DT's going to go down, but they got some good value. Still, ForJumy leading 2-1 in the army. The Stalkers are warping. Oh, that was a beautiful blink, but is it enough? Spatz about to get a Disruptor of his own, and he's going to need it. Can he take this out? The Disruptor's out of position with the rally point. There's another one on the high ground. He shoots first, and he misses. Just whiffs the Nova. It is 63 to 78 workers in favor of Spatz, who has another base. ForJumy narrowly hang. Okay, he's retaking his nat for some reason. I don't... so many minerals here. I guess it's worth it technically, but how much is debatable. Air weapons is completed. Spatz went double Stargate, and now I'm starting to regret that for the moment. Target fires, catches both Disruptors. Spatz actually... I don't know. This is such a weird game. Blink DTs, and the Zealot's going to depower this. Several workers going through the, like, Swiss cheese in this, but the Disruptor cleans the rest of this up. One DT and an Observer over here, so that's really rough for Spatz. He's kind of getting picked apart. He needs to save these Disruptors more than anything, I guess, of that fight. Does he have any Observers of his own? He has 3 Observers. I don't know what that was, but any army going down is rough for Spatz. He's going to catch both the Observer and the DT. Whoa, that was a misclick. Oh, that was a misclick. What is he doing? Oh, he's just zoning. I don't understand that. Oh, Spatz said a DT's to his death. He was eliminated. ForJumy takes it on Neo Humanity on game 4. Spatz did take a point, but he is unfortunately eliminated. Oh, 2 of my guys from Berserker